Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me loud and clear. Yeah, I will quickly go to the stream. Right, give me a thumbs up in case you are able to hear me. In case it is no, then let me know and I will try and see if there is an issue with the connection. Okay, Priya, what to do, sir? Given by you, Priya, just drop into the support ID, right? May expiry. Just drop into the support ID that we have mentioned. You can, someone will respond to you there. Yeah. Stock options, we have always said trade it with your profit, 10% of your profit, and generally if it gives 30% of the movement, typically we encourage people to either trail at cost or exit the trade if you are traded out of your capital. We don't encourage trading it out of capital. Okay. So we are at a very interesting juncture, right? With respect to Bank Nifty, we are at a very, very interesting juncture. Good afternoon, Raghavendra sir. So if you see, right, it's trading in decent the market rate is trading at a decent level right now. Yeah, just give me a minute. Are you guys able to hear me or is there an issue with the hearing? I hope the sound is clear. Yeah. Okay. So we quickly come here, right? Now market is trading near its all-time highs, right? And we said it will grind and go up. My targets were 44,050 to 43,950, right? Now before we actually set into the trading, right? So right now there is no trade available, guys. This is not a good trade to get into. The risk reward is not favorable for the longs, right? In case there is an entry, I will let you guys know, but this is not a good entry for taking any trade right now. Neither the long. Please give me your personal. I am unable to. Priya, just go to the pinned message. It is not a personal premium group. It's a support ID. We have no premium groups and all. This is the only channel where we are giving all the trades, all the support, right? And we are teaching setups to people also almost for free. Yeah. So now there was a news in the market, right? Let me just set the context. There was a news in the market, right? What was the news? Karnataka elections, the Supreme Court verdict was also not in the favor of ruling party. Globally, the markets were looking slightly weak. Now, when we analyze the data, right, what we figured out on Saturday, Sunday, right, was Friday the exit poll results had come out. So if market was this weak, people should have reacted to Congress gaining some sort of majority, not an overwhelming majority, right? That is where I said market generally discounts all the news, right? Market generally discounts all the news. Here, right, I am again saying don't try to enter long, don't try to venture. 40, 44, 151, right, is a resistance. So you don't have a lot of points to play with if you are looking at entering long, right? Now why do I say so? If you actually see, right, the chart gradually, right, if you see here is showing some sort of exhaustion. Let me try and see if I am getting, okay, wait, this is not a good connect, wait. There is a slightly steep trend line which seems to be coming here, right? There is market in fact is showing no signs of shorting or going long. Market is showing no signs of shorting or going long. The reason why I say one should not go long here as well is because upside, right, there is a resistance. Now what is that resistance? Resistance is naturally the all-time high levels, right? Now where is the downside support? Downside support, right, is somewhere here, this space, right? Why is this a downside support? You have a natural candlestick support here and there is a psychological barrier, right, which was earlier 43,950. From downside it was a resistance, now it becomes a support. So what we will have to do, we will have to be very cautious in our trading pattern today, right? I am right now waiting for a fall till here, consolidation in a small range, right, and then a breakdown till 43,820, right? Now will it happen today? Will it happen in the last one and a half hour? The answer may be yes or no, but we will wait. This is one of the possibilities that I am seeing, right? This is one of the possibilities that I am seeing, right? The other possibility also, as I said, right, market may you have to sit neutral. Market may you have to sit neutral, right? Now this level upside, this is the entire supply zone, the wick from the last time, right? So typically above this we can again go long, right? So I have to wait, either I have to wait for a good consolidation here which happened till 44, between 43,950 to 44,050, right? There was a consolidation and then there was a breakout. I have to wait for 15 to 30 minutes of consolidation before I can trigger another long movement, right? So guys, is this understood? Is this still as in, are there any questions here? Ask any questions, guys, if you guys have not understood this whole thing. Good. Okay, there are no issues. Then I will kind of proceed forward with what I was analyzing, right? Now this was the first confirmation. So spot chart, right, is actually not giving me any clear indication in terms of what it wants to do, right? If I go to component chart, right, just look at component chart. Kotak is bullish. HDFC is trading near its resistance, but it's a trap candle which is formed in between. Why do I say it as a, sorry, yeah, why do I say it's a trap candle? If you understand, right, this point which was a resistance for the market in the morning, right, actually Kotak, actually HDFC took a support here. Now if you see, right, in this range, now if you see, it's actually formed a trap candle near the 50%. If it starts going above 50%, right, if it gives a solid body closing 15 minutes mein above it, after 215 230, no, it could also trigger a short covering move right up till 1680. That is where we have to be slightly cautious, right, and not enter a short right now. We have to wait. Let's wait for a market to Fibonacci. Okay, clear, sir. Okay, Fibonacci retracement trades. Yeah, I will take you guys through the Fibonacci retracement trades, Anshuman. Right now, if you see, HDFC is actually consolidating near its 50% of this gap, right? If it starts closing, gives you a closing above this trap candle somewhere around 1680, right? Then you can see a clear cut long. Otherwise, bought 44,000. Okay. Dushyant, I would say wait. This PE, right? I did not. I would say you have to wait for the PE trade right now. There is no clear cut PE trade right now because the market is not positioning for any move, right? There is a good possibility that it will consolidate in this 100 point range and tomorrow break the all time high. I was hoping in the first half, right, by 1:30, if market would have broken all time high, given me a sweep candle near 44 150, between 44 150 and 250, I would have started building my position. Should I exit now? Wait. Now that you have taken a position, right, don't be in a rush. It's a June month end PE, right? Just wait, right? So HDFC, right, gradually is moving in a neutral zone. It was bearish in the morning. Yesterday when we were analyzing, it was bearish, right? Axis, I said I am not looking at any bearish trades. It is continuously bullish. ICICI, again, I was looking at neutral to bearish setup, right? It's flat till it takes out 948. It is flat, given it is consolidating in this range and not taken out these lows, right? So ICICI has formed a very interesting chart. Guys, look at this liquidity which it's formed, right? Just look at the liquidity that it has formed previous day, right? Today it touched the liquidity area I was waiting for this low to be taken out. It did not take out, right? Now it's forming a range. In the last 1 hour, no, below 943, ICICI could actually trigger a profit booking in Bank Nifty, right? Because it's at a level, either it has to take out 947 or it has to take out this zone of 941, right? In between these 6 points, even ICICI Bank is saying I don't want to go anywhere clearly, right? So your HDFC and ICICI are both are right now stuck exactly in the middle, right? Then what is triggering the rally? The things which are triggering the rally is Axis, right? Axis has given a decent move. If you see, right, it took a support at closing candle, it did not fall much, and then it has gone up right up till 918. But here my pattern target, right, is nearly done. Can there be a profit booking around 920, 923? Yes, profit booking can come in Axis Bank, right? Kotak, I was assuming will be flat to neutral. Again, it is touching its resistance. So below 1967, I am also looking at a short in Kotak, right? Short as in profit booking or a good intraday movement down. IndusInd is actually giving very confusing candles. For me to short this bank, I need a closing below 1213, which means the joker in the pack is SBI. SBI, which gave you a nice confirmation candle here. There is a liquidity. If you see, there is a liquidity here, right? There is a liquidity. It swept the liquidity, and immediately below liquidity, right, the support area, it has absorbed and it is gone up. Interestingly, below 580, right, even there could be a decent profit booking to bring it down by 5 points here, right? So if you look at the overall component structure, right, I am not favoring bulls right now, right? Rather, if there is a profit booking, I may get a trade which would be on the sell side, right? There may be a trade on the sell side. Am I going to positionally take this sell? The answer is no, right? The answer is no. The answer is only the clear cut answer we will get once we start seeing the components actually falling, right? So is the correlation between spot and components, is it? Yeah, when market 13, no, it was not a good CE trade. Now the context is different, Akash. It's actually trading near its point of interest. It is actually trading near the sell. It's the first time it is touching that level, right? After a gap of 6 months. I think December first week is when it touched, right? So after 6 months it is touching that. I am expecting near all time high some profit booking. I am not positionally short. I am expecting some profit booking. It is guys, is the logic understood by you guys or is it still confused? Okay, good. I hope no one has entered a CE trade. Now CE at breakout, right, will be very less quantity and a risky trade because I am expecting some sort of profit booking to come near all time highs, right? um, the other reason, right, what we always tend to look at is also the VIX, right? If you see VIX, right, with the market stabilizing, VIX ideally should not increase. If you see, right, VIX gave a shoot up in the morning, it's consolidating in a range. Neither it is breaking the lows nor it is breaking high. VIX is another important point. Tomorrow HDFC Bank is going ex dividend of rupees 19. Okay, it will not reduce by 19. Price will not reduce, but people, there are many retail traders who enter, right? They wait for the confirmation of the ex dividend date. Once that ex dividend date has been confirmed, because they know that the dividend will come to them, they may start exiting their positions. Yeah, they may start exiting the positions. 65% discount BNFI. Not 65 point premium discount is there because of HDFC. Raghavendra sir, I explained that also. Because of this ex dividend thing, right? HDFC, which is a big component in the chart, is also running at a discount from a future, right? That is where the future is running at a discount from the spot, which is where Bank Nifty future is also showing the same thing, right? See now here, right, what is interesting is as the Bank Nifty is rising, VIX is also rising, which is not a good sign because there is a, yeah, you have burnt your finger. Yeah, don't try to time the market there. You are correct, Kamlesh ji. Yeah. Now that is where, right, I want to give this space of 70, 80, 100 points, right, to no trading zone. I am not looking at any trades. I am not looking at any trades. My morning trade, right, has actually moved by more than 220 points. Out of that, right, at least 100, 120 points people would have been able to book, right? So I'm assuming people are sitting on good profit. Now don't be in a rush to actually give back that profit to the market, right? Don't be in a rush to give back that profit to the market. We will analyze things one by one and we'll take a chart, take a call. Now, if you look at it, right, institutional strike, why have I picked up this strike? See, if a short covering move has to come, right, if a short covering move has to come, your 44,000 CE, right, overnight was holding maximum position. So I'll go to historical data. I'll go to historical data, and that is where you will be able to see this movement that I'm talking about. See, do you see this 44,000 call writer? While they were weak, but maximum positions on call writing, right, were at 43,500 and 44,000. In the early morning, 43,500 call writers have been wiped out. Now you have 44,000 call writers who can get wiped out if the move happens on the upside. So this particular strike is what I should target, right? Now this strike is right now not giving me any comfort to enter. So either I get a consolidation and a move near 263 to enter at this breakout, right? My stop losses are big, I don't want to enter. Either it gives me this, right, or if the put profit booking happens, right, I may look at entering here. मुझे यहाँ पे एक शायद एक ट्रेड यहाँ पे भी मिल सकता है. ये ट्रेंड लाइन थोड़ी स्टीप है, बट आई एम वेटिंग फॉर अ कंसोलिडेशन एंड देन अ ब्रेकआउट ऑफ दिस लेवल ऑफ 229 टू 233, राइट. वहाँ पे मुझे एक ट्रेड मिल सकता है क्योंकि वापस वहाँ पे मेरा स्टॉप लॉस कम है. अगर यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे सॉलिड ऑप्शन राइटिंग हुई है वॉल्यूम के साथ, यहाँ पे इसके ऊपर भी मार्केट एक अच्छा मूव दे सकता है 239 के ऊपर. तो मेरे को अभी वेट एंड वॉच करना है, मुझे कोई ट्रेड नहीं लेना है, मुझे अभी कोई भी ट्रेड नहीं लेना है, फॉर द सिंपल रीज़न दैट यहाँ पे 10-12 पॉइंट मिल सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर गया तो बड़ा पॉइंट्स जाएगा. ठीक है. Understood? If yes, give me a thumbs up. If no, then let me know. I can explain it again to you guys. Yeah, we are waiting and watching. We are not in a hurry to take a trade. ऐसे भी ये breakout 283 पे था, ये sweep ही कर. Okay, explain again. Okay, so Nibu ji, spot chart 44,150, right, is where there is a resistance from prior days, right? So there is no trade till it crosses that level, because यहाँ पे अब resistance लेके it is forming a move downside, right? Now if you look at component charts, right, HDFC, ICICI are stuck in between. Kotak is the only one which is pulling it up, but Kotak is also now started trading near its resistance. Axis was bullish, it is now bullish, right, continues to be bullish. SBIN is turned bearish, right, and IndusInd is a small component, right. So now till HDFC and ICICI gives me a confirmed breakout, components are also telling me to just wait and watch and not take a trade. So spot components are both negative, or they are negative to neutral. Interestingly, right, here this chart when I see, right, I'm looking at 44,000 call writer because he was sitting with maximum position overnight. Can you hold HDFC Bank? Bapan, where you have bought it? Have you bought it low? If yes, then trail it. I am personally seeing till this point gets taken out, right, 1682, I am not interested in holding anything long term. Yeah. Now if you see, right, where can the profit booking come? The strongest stock is Axis. If they break that and it gets support from HDFC or ICICI, right, there is a good chance of follow through in terms of profit booking there. I am saying it's profit booking, it is not selling, right, it is profit booking. People who have held on to their positions may hold on. Do you see this expiry close below 43,300? Probably no. In my daily analysis video also I said near the all time high, right, this week at least they will not give you a chance to build short positions, because what they will do, they will keep taking the market up in a grinding manner so that they can accumulate puts or sell calls at a higher rate for them to bring a downfall next. Now interestingly, right, what has happened, this debt ceiling news which has come, no. So if you see, right, and Janet Yellen is typically, she is one of the perpetrators of all this kind of news. Silver and gold in trouble. Janet Yellen always comes out of the turn to say something on the news channel, right? And same happens with the banking stocks as well, because that is where large banks like JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs and all, they have their positions, right? Somehow I have seen her giving a lot of out of turn statements. If you see debt ceiling news also, right, she has made public, probably because she is in the Department of Finance there, right? If you see, this is not a new, it is not an anomaly for many people who are following this. You are holding 17,000 C June series. If you are in profit, trail it. Personally, above 1480, 1682, right, is the only place when we are seeing it to go long, for it to close the gap. Now, Janet Yellen actually came out with a statement. Many people were foxed by it, right, or flummoxed by it. They said that ये तो statement भी negative है. अरे but US में every 2 साल में ये होता है. Basically इसमें क्या होगा, Democrats and Republicans will fight. Republicans would want certain bills to be passed their style or their way, because they have to go back to their constituency and say that yes, we still hold some influence and power over the Congress there, right? So they will try to negotiate and do it, right? In fact, डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के टाइम पे तो अगर आपको याद होगा तो कुछ टाइम तक तो उन्होंने सारे गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसेज बंद किए थे, बिकॉज दे कुड नॉट पे मनी ऑल्सो, राइट? सो ये डेट सीलिंग का इशू 2-3 साल में एक बार आता ही आता है. इट इज़ नॉट अ न्यूज़ टू द मार्केट. एवरी वन नोज दैट दे विल नॉट अलाउ डॉलर टू कोलैप्स. सो नेगोशिएशन होगा, हार्ड नेगोशिएशन होगा, बट एट सम स्टेज इसमें रिलीफ आएगा, राइट? सो ये नया नहीं है, ये उस इकोनॉमी में काफ़ी बार होता है, ठीक है? सो डोंट गेट फूल्ड बाय इट. Many people on social media are putting these things as an important thing. If you read, right, if you go through my daily analysis video, I was very clear कि आपको जो भी कह रहा है ना कि कर्नाटका इलेक्शंस का इम्पैक्ट आएगा, इसका इम्पैक्ट आएगा, आप ये देखो अपना इकोनॉमी जो है ना वो रेजिलियंट था. WPI इन्फ्लेशन, सॉरी CPI नंबर्स, राइट, वो गुड. आज 12-12:30 बजे जो नंबर भी आया ना वो WPI है, होलसेल प्राइस इंडेक्स, राइट? CPI एंड WPI आर टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स. दोनों के इम्पैक्ट हैं मार्केट में. WPI हैज़ लेस, CPI हैज़ मोर, ठीक है? सो डोंट गेट फूल्ड बाय न्यूज़. येस, इट इज़ इंपॉर्टेंट, स्टेप अवे ड्यूरिंग न्यूज़ टू नॉट ट्रेड देन, बट डोंट गेट स्वेड बाय द न्यूज़. जनरली ना प्राइस आपको इंडिकेट कर देगा लॉजिकली. अगर आप दो न्यूज़ को अगर मैच करोगे ना, सी कांग्रेस विनिंग इलेक्शंस बिग टाइम, राइट, वाज नॉट एंटिसिपेटेड इन एग्जिट पोल ऑल्सो. पॉलिटिकल एनालिस्ट वर ऑल्सो नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग इट, राइट? तो वो जो नंबर उन्होंने ब्रीच किया था उससे, हाँ, ये ज़रूर हुआ था कि शायद नेशनलिस्ट पार्टी who is ruling the center, right, would face some challenges to establish their strong foothold in the south, because BJP only had Karnataka as a state where they were holding the fort. Baki Hyderabad, Kerala, sorry, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, TN, everywhere you have regional parties, right? So this was the only place where they were having their own strong foothold. With this also going out, right, it means south may they have no presence right now, from an no presence as in from a ruling standpoint, right? So don't consider this as a political statement. It's just the fact that I am stating, ठीक है? So अभी everyone is expecting a low to be taken out, but FII तो buy करके गया है, तो FII आपको माल चिपका के ही जाएगा, ठीक है? तो generally, right, this data and all those things will not lie provided you are reading it. फैक्ट बेस्ड चलो, आप प्राइस एक्शन पे चलो. मैंने यही कहा था कि डिप अगर आता भी, अगर फ्लैट ओपनिंग होता है, छोटा गैप अप ओपनिंग होता है, छोटा गैप डाउन ओपनिंग होता है, तो शॉर्ट मत करना. बिटवीन 43,650 एंड 680 अगर आपको मिलता है, आप लॉन्ग ही लेना, क्योंकि वहाँ से मार्केट आपको एक रैली देगा टिल 43,850 विच वॉज द प्रायर स्विंग हाई, 43,950 विच इज़ अ साइकोलॉजिकल रेजिस्टेंस, 43,050 एंड टूवर्ड्स नियर ऑल टाइम हाई इट विल बी ग्राइंडिंग मूव. मार्केट ने सभी कुछ कर दिया, ठीक है? मार्केट ने सभी कुछ कर दिया, मार्केट ने अपना ग्राइंडिंग मूव दे दिया, ठीक है? अब मुझे यहाँ पे लॉन्ग्स का इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, फॉर सिंपल रीज़न कि यहाँ पे अब मार्केट मुझे कह रहा है कि आई मे टेक अ पॉज और आई विल गिव यू एन अपॉर्चुनिटी इन इंट्राडे. अगर प्रॉफिट बुकिंग होता है, आई विल गिव यू एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू शॉर्ट, ठीक है? अभी यहाँ पे अगर आप कैंडल स्टिक्स देखो, ये शूटिंग स्टार बना. कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्या है इस शूटिंग स्टार का? It's formed at an all-time high. It's formed at an all-time high. Now, till where I should not short or when I should short this? If you see, there is a hanging man here. डू यू सी दिस हैंगिंग मैन? ये हैंगिंग मैन है, या इट्स जस्ट 12 पॉइंट्स अवे फ्रॉम ऑल टाइम हाई, या सो एक हैंगिंग मैन है, यानी यहाँ पे एक बार सेलर्स ने अटेम्प्ट किया था मार्केट को नीचे लेके आने का, buyers again took it back. Now if buyers were in the momentum, ideally near all time high, right, they should have taken it out with volume, consolidated and broken it out, right? Consolidation is happening, breakouts are not happening with big candles and volume. That is where I am not interested in going long. So if you see, right, ये एक कैंडल हुआ, ये कैंडल्स हुए, और अब ये कैंडल आया, ठीक है। तो अब मेरा शॉर्ट कहाँ बनता है? मेरा शॉर्ट इस लेवल के नीचे, इस लेवल के नीचे, यहाँ पे जो ट्रेंड लाइन सपोर्ट है ना, उसके नीचे भी अगर मुझे एक क्लोजिंग मिलती है, मैं शॉर्ट के लिए इंटरेस्टेड हूँ फॉर दीज टारगेट्स ऑफ 43,950, राइट। आई एम नॉट लुकिंग एट अ लॉन्ग ईयर till it actually gives me a solid body closing above 44,160. 44,150, 153 is the all time high. You have to give a margin of 7 to 10 points and wait for a solid body closing there, right? Is it understood? Is it not understood? See, in the process you may have to lose one trade. Lose as in you may not enter one trade, right? I am fine with it because my morning profit has given me sufficient cushion, right, that even if I don't get a trade, I am good without doing any trades. Yeah, but what I don't want to do is, I have a process, I have a setup, I just want to be disciplined there to ensure that I am entering my setup clearly. When I look at, and again my checklist is simple, right? I look at spot chart first, then the components, then I look at the option chart, right? And आप मुझे बताओ यहाँ पे कौन से, ये ऑप्शन है 270 से 286 290 गया, यहाँ पे आप ना एग्जिट कर पाओगे, ना आपको 6 या 8 पॉइंट प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, विच इज़ नॉट अ गुड प्रॉफिट टू होल्ड ऑन टू, राइट। इज़ द साइकोलॉजी अंडरस्टूड? आर यू गाइज एबल टू फॉलो? मैं मार्केट को किस तरह से देख रहा हूँ? मैं सी, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस इज़ द ओनली वे ऑफ लुकिंग एट मार्केट, but over a period of time trading index options, right, I have found this method to give me less but high probable low risk high reward trades, ठीक है। I am just trying to share it with you guys so that if you guys adopt this setup and have a good risk management and position sizing in place, at least if you won't make big profits, you won't make big losses, and generally your MTM will be in green only, ठीक है। आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस इज द सिल्वर बुलेट एंड आई एम ओनली टीचिंग राइट थिंग्स, नो वन एल्स टीचेज इट। आई एम सेइंग दिस इज मेथड विच हैज़ गिवन मी सक्सेस इन द पास्ट. What it does is it helps me filter out a lot of trades which keep appearing throughout the day, right? उनमें से मुझे सिर्फ 2 या 3 ट्रेड्स ऐसे पिकअप करने हैं जो हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी ट्रेड्स है, ठीक है। अंडरस्टूड गाइज? इफ नो देन प्लीज़ आस्क मी क्वेश्चंस. अगर आप देखोगे ना, ये ट्रेड में जिसने भी एंटर किया होगा 6 या 8 पॉइंट के लिए ना आपका ब्लड प्रेशर ऊपर नीचे हो रहा होगा. सी चार्ट में मूवमेंट देखोगे तो 268 से 288 हुआ है. आप एंटर एंड एग्जिट करके दिखाओ उन लेवल्स पे. इट इज़ वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. It is very very difficult, right? So I am practically coming live and showing you setups. I am saying things in advance because I don't want to fool you guys. I want to show you what is realistically possible, right? And we are analyzing both sides. I am ready if the market gives me a new high. I am ready if the market gives me a profit booking also. It is not selling, it is profit booking, right? But high probability, if it stays between 44.30 to 44.150, right, it could be a 100-point consolidation throughout, and it can decay both calls and put premiums. ठीक है. For the entire day today, which was the high probable, the first trade Akash that I took, right? Yeah, Jaydeep, I'll explain that. PNB also. For the entire day today, which was the first one, right, around 270 was the only high probable trade that was there. The second trade which formed in my personal groups, right, the two groups, and in our group I did not give a call, but I sent a warning signal, don't short the market around 44050. But in my personal groups where couple of people had taken a put, I was very blunt there to say that put may hit stop loss. So a new call entry was there. I personally entered with 6 lots, right, because the stop loss was more than 36-38 points and the target was also 45-50 points only. I have taken my 50 points. I entered with very small quantity because target upside was 44-130. 44 130 to 180, and downside में support was at 43 950. So 100 पॉइंट का रिस्क था, सामने 120 130 पॉइंट का रिवॉर्ड था. मैंने दूर का 44,000 सी लिया था, उसमें मुझे 35 40 पॉइंट्स ही मिले. That was the second decent trade. It was not a good trade, but the only high probable trade for the day was at 270. The first analysis video में what I have put, right, was the only good trade, right? So we will quickly look at PNB now. PNB देखने के पहले ना, you should see PSU bank, Nifty PSU bank, because it belongs to this segment. Now if you see, right, Nifty PSU banks are actually, what is your view opinion? Market will go which side according to you? Just asking the view, sir. I generally sit neutral, Bapan. I was actually bullish till new all-time high. Right now, it's near all-time high, right? I want to just wait out and see if the markets can consolidate and then make a new high, right? It has been going up for last 2 months. I would personally like to see a 600 800 point dip in Bank Nifty, or 1200 point dip before it actually attempts forming a new high of 45,000. Yeah. So PNB के लिए ना, now again, let me go to a slightly higher time frame chart here, right? So if you PSU banks, right, have some space. इसमें 50-60 पॉइंट का रैली का स्पेस है, ठीक है, बट इट नीड्स टू स्टार्ट क्लोजिंग अबाउ दिस. अभी आज एक कैंडल ऊपर दिया, बट उसके बाद ये रुका हुआ है, ठीक है. आई वॉन्ट टू सी अ क्लोजिंग समवेयर अबाउ दीज कैंडल्स, राइट. अगर क्लोजिंग नहीं मिलता है ना, तो जय यू विल हैव टू बी कॉशियस, बिकॉज इसमें चार्ट राइट नाउ इज एक्चुअली एट अ discount. You will have to properly wait for a swing here, right? So it's not broken the highs, it's still continuing to form higher lows, but current जो inside swing है ना, current ये जो last swing है market का PSU बैंक का, उसमें ये नीचे की तरफ ट्रेड करे. इसके मेरे हिसाब से सारे रिजल्ट्स पेंडिंग है. इनफैक्ट ये अब तक 38% रिट्रेसमेंट भी नहीं किया है इसने. जो अपना फॉल किया है ना, ये कंसोलिडेट कर रहा है. आइडियली रिट्रेस करेगा ना, इसके ऊपर ही बुलिश देगा, ठीक है. तो इसके वुड बी ग्रेट इफ वी कैन गेट योर व्यू ऑन ओबेरॉय. शुड आई स्टिल कैरी लॉन्ग्स हियर माइनस पोजिशनल ट्रेड? यस जिगर. लेट मी जस्ट फिनिश दिस PNB. आई विल पिक अप ओबेरॉय रियलिटी, राइट. सो इंडेक्स पर्सनली इज ना नो ट्रेड जोन, राइट. PNB as a chart, right? So PNB is actually mimicking. PNB जब तक 49 पॉइंट ये रेंज क्रॉस नहीं करता है ना, 49.5 का, इसमें कोई भी मूवमेंट नहीं आएगा. एक्चुअली हायर लोज बना रहा है, बट ये अभी भी स्विंग के अंदर ही है. इसको कायदे से 49.5 के ऊपर ट्रेड करने दो, उसके बाद ही इसमें कोई बुल मूवमेंट आएगा. बट वो बुल मूवमेंट भी 2-2.5 रुपये का ही है. Can we buy Bandhan Bank for swing? Zahir, we had given Bandhan Bank couple of days back, and that was the C that we had given for holding from a swing standpoint, right? Let me, because we are on the topic of bank, Bandhan actually we had given a buy somewhere here at this breakout. हमने यहाँ पे दिया था 238 पे. नाउ इट्स एक्चुअली गॉन अप. यहाँ पे स्टॉप लॉस बहुत बड़ा होगा आपका. देखो, अगर आप बंधन का देखोगे ना, बंधन का चार्ट इतना शानदार बना है. दिस इज़ अ प्रॉपर, दिस इज़ हाउ एन अप ट्रेंड शुड बी. मैंने रिलायंस का चार्ट भी जब देखा था ना, तो रिलायंस का भी ऐसे ही था. एक decent angle, it was going up at a decent angle. Now here, right, Bandhan can go max up to 249 250. It's a formation of a wedge, and it's going upside, right? This is not a favored pattern for taking a bullish trade, so wedge may not work, right? Ye prestige target, yeah, prestige is also good. Prestige and overall I'll pick up. Let me do it, right? Bandhan, when we had given, it was actually, if you see, right, it was taking a support, not a wedge, and then there was a trend line. There was a good pullback, healthy pullback near its previous breakout zone around 236, right? Then you draw a trend line. At this breakout we had given we were waiting for this breakout to go long, right? So Zahir, now don't buy it. The stop losses are big, but when we had given this on Thursday or Friday, many people had asked, they were not confident of this trade, but we said this will go long. Bapan, I'll check it, right? Let me First, I have to check Uberoi and this one, right? Now see again, this is neither long nor short, right? This is neither long nor short. I am continuously looking at the components to see if any trade is getting. I want to take one trade live with you guys so that you guys also get a good value of your time that you are spending here, right? But components clearly. So spot has not given me any indication. Components are not giving me any indication. ICICI above 948 closing, right, and this one above 1682, both have not given me any indication, and option chart has also not given me any indication. I am still waiting for my trade to get executed. Guys, again remember, short covering rallies after 215 230 are ferocious, right? So if you get a long beyond 44 150, don't hold on to your shorts if you have taken a counter trade thinking market at all time highs will do a profit booking. For me, I am not sitting on any trade. I am waiting. That short covering rally will be ferocious, guys. Can trade using BB Bollinger Band? See, everything we can do, Raghavendra sir. I don't like trading using indicators for a simple reason that indicators tend to cloud your judgment, right? But again, if you guys are comfortable with a setup, I would not like to tinker around with that setup there. Yeah. Okay. Now there were two stocks, right? Oberoi Realty, NSE. Lakshmi, wait. I'll tell you. No, no Metropole is buying now. It has already gone up significantly, right? Now, please don't buy. We had given couple of weeks back, and then last week there was a follow-up buying. I would say wait now. The stock has to correct slightly. So Nifty Realty, right? Nifty Realty is, as I said, bullish, and I was hoping for it to touch the targets of 417 and 480, right? This is bullish. Now, if I look at Oberoi Realty there, right? Oberoi, if you are in profit, you can start exiting. You can plan your exit. This has got 15-20 more points, but this is a resistance now, 1003 to 1022. You can plan your exits. If you are in good profit, you can trail here in Oberoi Realty, right? We will look at Prestige. Prestige is again touching the resistances. You can trail, Shubham. This has legs to go till 524 or 539, right? This has legs, but ideally, near this resistance area, right? So see, if you see, right, this is your main swing, 525 to 383. Here, right, there was a break of structure. If you understand smart money, right? Because trail at the swing, Jigar. Trail at the swing. I will. Brava. So this was a proper break of structure. Here the inducement happened. Here the change of character happened, right? Here the change of character happened. This particular line, because this was a break of structure, this was an inducement. After inducement, it formed a lower high and a lower low. This is a proper change of character. After change of character, this supply zone has never been retested, which means here it is very ripe, right? This is a point of interest. If the market breaks 475, right? If market breaks 475 on the downside and again comes back and retests, it is there for a short and not a long, right? It is there for a short and not a long. Okay. So here you can start trailing your if you have created position, trail your positions. Okay. Guys, I hope when you guys are seeing this, right, the movements, right, are not happening on the option chart. Do you see this exhaustion in the option chart? Right. Jigar, if you could just post it on the support ID, एक बार आप पोस्ट कर दो ना, आपने कहाँ पे बाइंग किया है, कब बाइंग किया है. So what I can do is I can suggest you, but ideally if I were you, I would place it at the swing, at the lows of the swing, last swing, right? I would trail it. Personally, if I'm in good profit, I would make an exit also. Yeah. Now, guys, we are waiting for a live trade, right? Okay, Hind Petro was another one. While the trade goes through, right? Let me quickly put it. Hind Petro. So Lakshmi, this one again, no, there was a break of structure here, right? If you see, this is a break of structure. Ideally, we are expecting, so the inducement was done. This point, right? So Hind Petro C that we had given, right? We were hoping for these targets to be met. Now, given it's consolidating here, right? There are two things which can happen. Um, A, if you see, right? If this pattern extends, do you see a nice, so it's a rounding bottom kind of formation. डोंट लुक एट इट एज अ कप एंड हैंडल बिकॉज कप एंड हैंडल के लिए कप का बॉडी बड़ा है, हैंडल बहुत ही छोटा है. ठीक है. नाउ smart money concept traders will also, if you get a, this is a point of interest, if you get a move below 250, right, we would also look at it as a sign of weakness and try to take out this liquidity. ये इक्वल लोज का जो लिक्विडिटी बना है ना, दे में ट्राई टू टेक इट आउट. ठीक है. सो हियर आइडियली आई वुड होल्ड ऑन टू इट, both Hind Petro and Navin Fluorine, right? For me right now our hold, Hind Petro is better than Navin Fluorine. Navin Fluorine का result के बाद we were expecting a profit booking. There the profit booking came through. Hind Petro I want to wait and see. Ideally, right, it can take another round of support at 255. Ideally, right, for next 2-3 days this chart should not break 255, 254, and then should consolidate here to go higher towards decisional areas of 300, 304. Can you check Symphony and iBull Housing Finance? Sure, I will do it. I will do it, but before that, right? Let me just wait and see if we can get a trade here. I'll definitely pick both this for now. Again, guys, I am not suggesting any long or short here, right? Bank Nifty, my inclination is to trade a short on the put side, right? And I've logically given you guys a reason why I feel so. In fact, if you see, right, these are still holding the levels that I had discussed with you guys when I started the webinar, continue to hold. I am just hoping for one. See, this guy is the strongest, right? Amongst everyone, this guy is the strongest. The big blue chips, right, of Bank Nifty, the big movements will come if you see negative candles here. Abhi HDFC and ICICI both are not falling. If this starts falling and it gets, typically this should get a support from ICICI, you will see a good correction there. Correction as in profit booking for the day, nothing else, right? That is where my mind is not allowing me to take a long trade. And long may, I am again repeating, no movement has happened on the CE side while the chart is continuously consolidating. The only thing that is worrying for me at this point of time is Bank Nifty near its all-time highs is falling, creating a selling candle, but immediately recovering and starting to trade near the highs of those candles. It could also mean that after 230 a short covering rally could come, right? Sit neutral, both the positions can happen. My mind and my setup is telling me if I get a fall in components, Axis specifically, right, along with ICICI, I could see good profit booking. Spot chart is right now clueless. It is trading near the all-time highs, but at every dip, see hanging man after at near resistance, dip created a smart money trap, went up near 44050, a sharp reversal candle. This is a dragonfly doji, sorry, this is a shooting star, right, not dragonfly doji. It has virtually no body, right? Again this also dipped and again went up, right? So I have to be prepared for both the scenarios and not all time high broken. Yeah, it can break. If it creates a sweep candle, right, sweep candle and a fall till 44053, if it's creating a sweep candle. So if you go to 15 minutes, right, you guys understand sweep candle, right? It has got a negative as in big wick at the top, right? So if this comes and corrects till 44 this level, right, see this is nothing but this is how a profit booking happens, right? So this can very well create this kind of structure. So wow, one, again goes up and then falls till here, right? This is the movement that I want to play for. Now I hope nobody is trapped on the short on the long side, right? I kept saying I am not seeing a long, but what I said is right now the short is also not triggered, right? And the thing that I said, this guy will fall. See, we discussed everything. You can rewind this by 5 minutes. I said this guy is strongest. Typically, he or she will get a support from ICICI, right? If you see, this guy got a support from ICICI. SBI is a joker in the pack. IndusInd is also falling. Now, if you see, there is a coordinated selling everywhere, right? यहाँ पे liquidity बना था. अगर इसके नीचे solid closing देता है ना 1963 के नीचे, you will see a healthy profit booking, right? And this is how typically they tend to trap retail traders. Now I will go to the volume chart, right? Because many people also trade futures, right? वॉल्यूम चार्ट अगर आप देखोगे ना, मार्केट जब ऑल टाइम हाइज निकाल रहा है ऐसे छोटे छोटे कैंडल के साथ विदाउट वॉल्यूम, व्हाट इज दिस ट्राइंग टू से दैट बायर्स आर नाउ नॉट इंटरेस्टेड टू टेक इट हायर. अगर वॉल्यूम से निकालता ना तो मैं फिर भी वेट करता, बट यहाँ पे सेलिंग में भी वॉल्यूम नहीं आया. यहाँ पे इंटरेस्टिंगली सेलिंग के कैंडल्स में भी वॉल्यूम नहीं आया. मुझे क्लियरली ना वेट एंड वॉच ही करना है, मुझे कुछ भी नया नहीं करना है, राइट? एंड अब आप अपने प्रीमियम्स को देखो, जस्ट लुक एट दिस, राइट? जितना बैंक निफ्टी नहीं गिरा ना 293 से 230, 63 पॉइंट तो बैंक निफ्टी नहीं गिरा है, ये इतना गिर गया. नाउ यू गाइज अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई आई वाज नॉट सेइंग टू गो लॉन्ग हियर. समझ में आया ये? अगर आता है थम्स अप दीजिए, नहीं आता है आई कैन अगेन एक्सप्लेन, राइट? आई विल पिक अप सिम्फनी एंड आईबुल हाउसिंग फाइनेंस, निक एंड आशुतोष. I am personally seeing a trade here in put side, right? I have posted this around 1:30 only in my personal group. Sid and Manju and all, I hope you guys are not stuck on the long side. I said you will get a good trade on the PE side. I am now not looking, my longs are all but done. ठीक है, VWAP से सभी कुछ दूर है, which is not an issue, right? Personally above two this level, right? I said this is where the volumes were created on the selling side. Do you see this? These volumes have been covered here. These volumes have been covered here. Now if I get a dip at 225, right, it's a good trade to go long on 44,000 PE. I will buy 44,000 PE at 225, right, with a stop loss at 200, 25 point stop loss, right? Guys, important thing, please, you are attending session, I want to ensure you guys are learning something from me and we are able to add sufficient value to you, right? If you are not making money, we want to ensure you are not losing money while we are taking these live sessions, right? I will pick up the stocks, but I am right now just trying to wait and see if we are getting a good trade from a bank nifty standpoint so that you guys can make some profit here. See, above 261 enter, keep this candle low as a stop loss, 236, right? Above 261 enter 44,000 PE, you can keep the stop loss at 236, right? Again the target is limited, it can go up to 283 and then can quickly reverse, so keep quick hands guys, keep quick hands. इसके नीचे अच्छा फॉल आएगा in my opinion. Okay, it's triggered 267, 274. There is a resistance of VWAP guys. Be quick in your trailing, don't give back money to the market. Fin Nifty, just wait, Lakshmi. We have analyzed the chart on the bank Nifty components, right? Guys, don't give back the money to the market. Be very cautious. यहाँ पे VWAP भी है. आपका जो पैसा बनता है 283 एंड 275 के बीच में अगर कंसोलिडेट करते हैं, यू कैन एग्जिट गाइज। इट्स एट 285, आई थिंक इट टच्ड 283 गाइज। बी रेडी टू बुक। यहाँ पे वी वैप और ये दोनों है, बी रेडी टू बुक। वी हैव मेड 22 पॉइंट्स, it is okay. Now we can focus on learning. If you don't get a good trade, you can exit this trade or at least hold it in profit, guys. Guys, I have exited at 283. This was the resistance, right? इसके ऊपर भी जा सकता है, but we wait now, right? 22 पॉइंट्स बन गया, 1:1 बन गया, ठीक है, 1:1 बन गया। अभी यहाँ पे थोड़ा होल्ड करके इसको आगे जाने दो, ठीक है। Forget the quantum of profit. I am happy that we were able to make some points, 22 in all, right? I had given it in advance. Guys, first thing, right? How was the analysis? I was doing a live analysis when everyone is saying long, long, long. I have been saying now is not a good time to go long in the market, right? And I could be wrong, right? I will not lose money there because I am not entering there. But if I am right, I have made decent in the put side, right? At least I have not given money back to the market after making something, right? Do you put target price in the system? In this case, yes. अभी यहाँ पे ना, if you see आकाश, do you see this resistance here, right? I had already put this resistance and there is a VWAP here as well, right? On the CE side, 44,000 CE, this one was not for trailing, this one was only for showing you guys, because यहाँ पे trend line breakout के बाद I was taking a trade from one resistance to another, right? So this is where I exited quickly. Otherwise I don't take these kind of trades where 1:1 1:2 का ही profit होता है. This was specifically taken because you guys are investing your time. I don't want you guys to go back with just empty theoretical knowledge, right? The reason I like doing live trading with people is I am a trader, I am not a professor. I trade the calls, I trade the puts that I give to you. I trade my view, I trade my setups, and those are the only setups which I am also teaching to you guys in expiry and in live. Many people, there are many trading institutes, right? Many of my coaches also in the past, right, whom I have joined, they will share a lot of theoretical view. But when you see, right, most of them are not trading their views. So I don't even know whether they are losing money. Here, when I give you a view, right, along with you, if it goes wrong, I am also losing my money. That is where I can be very, very confident of the trades that I am giving. I know what is the setup ka accuracy and all. It's not because it's just that I journal everything and I understand that this is the risk that I am entering with. People call me a conservationalist for the same reason. Dushyant, I am very happy that you held on to your trade. Your entry was at a wrong place, buddy. You need to just take care of that. Don't get excited and enter. You got an exit this time. Going forward, if you make a wrong trade, right, market may not be so grateful to give you an exit, right? सो प्लीज़ आप अपना कैपिटल बहुत ही सी गाइज, डोंट टेक अ ट्रेड विच इज़ ओके, आपके जेब से कोई पैसा नहीं लेके जाएगा, बट बाय टेकिंग अ ट्रेड एंड एंटरिंग एट द रॉन्ग प्लेस. इफ़ यू रिमेंबर, राइट, देर आर 4 की थिंग्स दैट आई हैव टोल्ड यू, राइट? सेटअप, विच इज़ योर प्रोसेस. Discipline, which is to enter at the right place and exit at the right place. Third thing is having patience, right? To look at everything wholesome, to ensure that you are taking the entry. Once you have entered, right, then you are not thinking, right? And the fourth thing is journal, to ensure a feedback loop is done. Good Dushyant, good. I am happy many people have made profit. If not, I am okay. You made 17 points with quick hands, which is good. Good, Akash. If you have not given back money to the market, it is perfectly fine, right? Guys, I hope your time, right? So now you can learn freely because you have made some money. एक लॉट से भी आपने 550 रुपया बनाया, गवर्नमेंट को 150-200 रुपया दिया ब्रोकरेज एंड टैक्सेस के साथ, आप इस सेशन से 300-350 एक घंटे के लिए लेके जा रहे हो, विच इज़ गुड इनफ. 300-350 इज़ अ गुड नंबर फॉर मेनी पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन इंडिया, राइट? सो आई होप, इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग नाउ, राइट, इज़ इन फ्यूचर. अभी आपको नोट्स बनाने, जो मैं चीज़ें आपको सिखा रहा हूँ ना, आप नोट्स बनाइए प्लीज़. नोट्स बनाना क्यों ज़रूरी है? क्योंकि इन केस दिस काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशंस आर ऑकरिंग इन द फ्यूचर, Please tell about the SL. I had already told Nibuji the entry was at 261. My SL was at 236. I had given a 25 point SL right before entering the trade. Right. This particular trade will again give you an entry at 228. You can mark my words. It will come down. So what it has done, right? It has broken it has retested. It has broken a trend line. It's retested this level. It will come down between 230 and 214 for 16 points, right? It will consolidate. If it doesn't take out 214 ka low in the last half an hour, you will see this particular option rocket from 228 back to 286 and 322. That profit booking, if the 214 point is not taken out, you will see that happening live in front of us, right? Again guys, I always give exits and SL before entering a trade, because for me managing the risk comes first before thinking of a reward, right? Now we go back to the component chart. Do you see Axis, ICICI fell, Sone pe Suhaga was, HDFC also fell, right? We are analyzing everything live, guys. We are not saying after things have happened. Do you see? I said State Bank has a liquidity. State Bank has created liquidity. This time it has taken a support. But if it consolidates in the narrow range, right, 580 and 581 के बीच में, if it doesn't take out these highs of 582, this can trigger another selling candle which can bring it down till 576, right? Again guys, important thing, right? Learn to analyze the markets in this manner. Your entries will reduce, your losses will reduce, probability of doing a successful trade will increase, right? It will increase. So clearly we did not take a wrong entry. We entered a right trade, we exited at the right point. Okay, we have made some profit. What that does is I have one more bullet that I can shoot between 2:45 and 3 o'clock. I am now waiting for that bullet to shoot. Interestingly, now HDFC and ICICI are going opposite. Do you see these candles? Which is where I am saying keep the spot chart and keep the component chart handy with you. You will get good cue in terms of how the market will move. Now a key question here, right? Why did market take support here? 44030 is a support in the hanging man which was getting formed earlier. 44050 to 43950 is a psychological support as well. What was acting as resistance earlier now becomes a support, right? That becomes a support. Now what do I want? You still have time, don't be in a rush. Market has taken a support. It is this big candle ka 50% also it is not going up, right? Let it consolidate. If it doesn't take out 44083, right, it will fall till 43950. Here ये zone को meet करने market आएगा. We are not in a rush to take the trade because we have made our profits. We are not in a rush to take a trade. We are here to learn. Sanjay, there could be, I used to use upstocks way back in 2019, 2020. I had couple of bad experiences. I have stopped using upstocks. I use Angel and Zerodha, right? They are better for me. Sanjay, what you can do is you can reach out to Preetham through the support ID, right? You can reach out to Preetham. Preetham will help you with Angel onboarding, right? And he has a good connect with the RM, so he can ensure that there is no, in case there is an issue, he can give you a quick resolution there. Okay, it could happen. Upstocks has an issue. Zerodha I have seen in terms of order execution, in terms of live prices, right, generally is accurate. Right? Cool. So here, right? Yeah, Sanjay, reach out to our Catalyst Trading support ID. Preetham will help you with the Angel thing. Yeah. Now, why am I now not looking at long and short both? These two, right? So clearly Axis is near its support. Axis में profit booking होगा, short नहीं है, ठीक है? HDFC and ICICI is going opposite. ये दोनों आपके बड़े components हैं, ये महारथी हैं. Both are fighting, right, in the opposite direction. They will create a tug of war. आपको कोई अच्छा ट्रेड मिलेगा ही नहीं, क्योंकि ये दोनों साथ में नहीं है. Axis भी नीचे है, तो you need other components to give an extra push for you to make a good high, right? Guys, very important checklist item, right? I personally know I used to never see this, right? I got into this habit post one of my mentor, right, who actually pushed me to do a lot of component based analysis, right? क्योंकि मेरे भी पहले प्रोबेबिलिटी में गलत जाते थे ट्रेड, मुझे समझ में नहीं आता था कि अब ऑल टाइम हाई में वॉल्यूम क्यों नहीं आ रहा है। उसने बाद में मुझे समझाया मेरे गुरु ने कि भाई ये भी तुम्हें देखना होता है, तुम ये तो देख नहीं रहे हो तो फिर तुम अंधाधुंध ट्रेड क्यों कर रहे हो इतने बड़े बड़े क्वांटिटी के साथ। तो मुझे तब समझ में आया था, विच इज़ वेयर अगेन वॉट एवर आई हैव लर्न, सम ऑफ द थिंग्स विच हैव वर्कड वेल फॉर यू आर द थिंग्स दैट आई एम ऑल्सो टेलिंग यू गाइज। I will also give SLs, but my SLs will be defined. But generally, you see, my trades are hitting good targets, good profits with more than 68% probability of hitting the trades in the right direction. Right? I am doing live trades with you, and there also more than 50-60% of my trades are hitting the target. And even in the calls that I am giving in advance. Nearly 70 to 80% of my calls are hitting the target. Okay? So just try to see if you can imbibe one or two of the things, the cheat sheet that I am giving you guys, right? Try to imbibe. जब तक HDFC और ये दोनों कोरिलेट नहीं कर रहा है ना, आप प्लीज़ लॉन्ग साइड में मत जाइए। लॉन्ग में आप क्लियरली एक इंट्राडे के लिए एक सप्लाई बना है, जब तक वो सप्लाई इज़ नॉट गेटिंग टेकन आउट, यू डू नॉट हैव अ लॉन्ग एंट्री, यू डू नॉट हैव अ लॉन्ग एंट्री। ठीक है, ठीक है। I hope no one is stuck either side, right? I hope no one is stuck on either sides. न कॉल में न पुट में एंट्री जो थी बहुत ही क्रिस्प एंट्री थी, वी हैव टेकन दैट एंट्री। See now I said it can come all the way up to 228. Now if it holds on between 228 and 214 आफ्टर 245 यू विल सी, अभी यहाँ पे कंसोलिडेट करना चाहिए, ये इमीडिएटली टच करके नहीं जाना चाहिए। यू नीड अ कंसोलिडेशन ईयर फॉर 5, 10, 15 मिनट्स, देन आफ्टर 3 o'clock वी हैव अ सेटअप। ओनली इफ इट कंसोलिडेट्स वी हैव अ सेटअप एट 215 और एट 335, राइट? 35 के बाद मेरे को इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। तो ये मेरा हाइपोथेसिस है मार्केट में, ठीक है। सी ने क्या किया है, सी ने अपने वीवैप को टेस्ट करके फिर से ऊपर गया है, बट न बाइंग है इसमें न यहाँ पे सेलिंग है। फिलहाल मार्केट दोनों चीज़ नहीं दे रहा है, तो प्लीज़ डोंट बी इन अ रश टू एंटर लॉन्ग और शॉर्ट। या सो give me 15 minutes, we will observe the market and we'll see if we are getting a trade here. I will try to take second trade with you guys to ensure that people who missed the bus in the first trade are now at least able to take a profit. Guys, acceptable, not acceptable, if you, because you guys are watching, you guys are giving your valuable time, I want to ensure, क्योंकि मुझे तो ट्रेड लेना है, ठीक है, मैं इसमें लूँगा या किसी और में लूँगा, but you guys are also giving time to me. I want to ensure that it is valuable for you guys as well. Okay, we'll wait and then we'll do it. Okay, importantly, are you guys, so now this one clearly, okay, this has actually taken out this level. I am not perturbed, I am waiting, I am still waiting. This has to take out the, here the liquidity has been formed, right? So if it breaks out, retests and breaks out, I have a trade on the CE side. On the PE side, I am just waiting now. If it gives me a good bearish candle, if this level gets, see, two, okay, this has not created a new low. Okay, it has not, till this low is protected, the option chart is telling me shorting the 43,300 OTM puts positional is a fine idea. Why will you short 43,300? 43,300 OTM puts is at very low rates. You will get peanuts, Prava, actually. Probably you are looking at the structure and 43,300 to 44,200 you are considering as a range. But आपको peanuts मिलेंगे. You will get a better trade if you short the deep ITM put or deep ITM call. सी दिस वन टच द वीवैप, थोड़ा उसके ऊपर क्या रेजिस्टेंस लिया, इसने भी वीवैप का सपोर्ट लिया, ठीक है। दिस इज हाउ सर्टन, एंड दिस ट्रेड, राइट, हैड इट नॉट बीन फॉर लर्निंग, आई वुड हैड नॉट टेकन ऑल्सो बिकॉज रिस्क रिवॉर्ड वॉज लेस देन 1:1, राइट। Having said that, it's still a good trade because while we are not getting any trade on either sides, we are making money. So this is a profit. How we determine SL? SL, Nibuji, I had taken this SL as candle low of 5 minute. You see this candle low of 5 minute, right? Was at 236. So hence I had taken this SL. Always a swing low or candle low. Typically I try to limit my SLs to 25 or 28 points. In the initial days it's okay if you keep 35 40 points. On the spot chart SL always comes from a spot chart first. इस केस में ना spot chart में SL बहुत लंबा है. The SL is at 44,150, right? So that is where I did not want to take that SL, but SL generally comes from the spot chart followed by the option chart swing, right? You look at both. Yeah. Now if you see, one of our thesis is working fine. This is not taking out the lows, right? It can consolidate. As I said, right, we have time between 2:40 to 3 o'clock, right? Let market decide where it wants to go. See guys, I am ready for both the side of trades. My mind is telling me again, like my mind was telling me then, I should not go long. My mind is telling me if this low is being maintained, right, I should not worry about this green candle which is getting formed. I may still continue to look for a short if this low is maintained. This low is only 5 to 6 points away. Let me see if it sweeps or does what, right? Let me see one candle and observe. Right now for me the long is definitely a strict no, right? In the meanwhile, see the option chart. See, whatever analysis you want to do, right, do it before you are entering a trade. Always analyze before you are entering the trade. You would always come out happier, because even if you take an SL, right, it was a logical trade that you took. Okay, at the fall, interestingly, call writers have exited position. Now let's see how much of their position they have exited, because they were holding the fort throughout the day. They had started with 30 lakhs. Out of 30 lakhs, whatever position they had created, right, nearly 2 lakh contracts have exited. Still they are at the ascendancy. Ideally I would have been happy if these guys would have built 1 to 2 lakh position. Actually at the fall, right, even the put writers exited. Had these guys created position at the fall, right, I could have taken along. Guys, I am still saying long looks tricky. These guys have exited their position, but because they are at an ascendancy, these guys have not pushed harder. It can again come down and take out the VWAP levels here. Yeah, guys, is trading easy? Is it difficult? Trading is easy. Now if this is a point of interest, there was a point of interest, right, it has created a liquidity. Do you see this liquidity here? There is no module which has got triggered at the point of interest, guys. There is no module which has got triggered at the point of interest. There is a single negative candle. This candle creates an order block. If I consider this as a POI now within the small structure, I am seeing a fall. I need a logical place to short. Trading with you easy. But I want you guys to independently trade. It will happen, as it will happen with practice. Just keep. And now you understand. See, ICICI is going up, but HDFC is not supporting. Do you see how the CE prices are throttled, right? CE prices are throttled. And see, on chart, when you look at it after 10-15 minutes, no, it's very easy to say, okay, I would have bought this CE at VWAP. Real market, you can't buy this, right? Real market, you can't buy this. Components are giving mixed signal. This guy is giving, this guy is still telling me that एक मोमेंटम प्रॉफिट टेकिंग के साइड में आएगा, बट आई वुड लाइक टू बाई इट slightly. I would want to give it some time and space. With momentum, if it crosses 259 260, I would like to buy it. Currently it's a clear cut no trade zone. What is an order block? Banu, what I'll do is I'll cover it. Order block is nothing but at point of interest, right? If the market tends to change its character, it leaves certain traces from where there are high probable zones which are created from where market can reverse, right? Whichever direction it has taken. Those are known as order blocks. People who follow have been following me, they know that I trade smart money concepts. Smart money concepts where we use this frequently. We are still sitting patiently trying to see if we are getting another trade or not. Can we buy HAL? I will, Ankur, give me some time. Let me, okay, I want to wait and see if there is a trade which is available in Bank Nifty or not. If no, then I will get into the charts, right? Guys, I had also taken VIX into consideration. If you remember, I said VIX is in a range. VIX can actually break out and go as high as 13.2, right? If you see this, VIX actually broke out, then came back. It has retested, right? I am again saying be very cautious if you are looking at going long. Right now, there is no long trade, right? For intraday, last 30 to 40 minutes looks like a long trade is not there. And if it is there, right, it's there beyond 44, 155, 160. Um, Most probably if that movement happens now, right, between now and 310, I am not interested to take that move. Now look at the components which is driving the up move. ICICI is, right, but ICICI has to take out this resistance as well, right? It has not. HDFC has gone counter. H Kotak has gone counter. Axis is still not, as in for the day now. This candle, right, for the last 40 minutes, this selling which came, right, it has to now take out 50% of this candle. It has not. Indus in low probability, low weightage, so I am not looking at it. SBI again is at a resistance. No, not good. Right now, not good. It should not consolidate there, Prava. Guys, this zone may trap. This zone of 44,050 to 44,150 can trap. We had one very good trade, one small trade but profitable trade. If we have made money, if by 3 o'clock this move down does not happen, I would urge people to avoid, because the short covering move that we were anticipating, this pullback which came, right, should have not come. The other thing is, now if the move comes, right, it will come after 3 o'clock. It will be too late for some of us to enter the trade. It's a grinding move. Let's pick up stocks in the meanwhile. HAL, Symphony, and there was one more. Um, HAL, no, not right now. The reason I am saying it is, if you see this good deep correction, right, very small time frame, but it's actually creating a, ideally these time frames are not good for chart pattern and analysis. But if you see, right, if it doesn't take out this low of 3001, right, continues consolidating at the breakout of 3029, you will get a good long. Sure, Satish. Navin Fluorine, not a good Chirag, not a good buy now, right? There was Symphony along with this. Symphony is bearish. Symphony has space to go down. See, there is a fair value gap here, right? It can come all the way down till 857. Do not buy it right now. It's not in a trade from bottom setup. There's a liquidity down, right? 819. There's an order block here. Wait for it to see what it does between 857 to 820. Yeah. Okay. There was LNT also. Which time frame you use for stock option stock selection? Typically 4 hours and 1 day is what we use, Ankur. 4 hours and 1 day, decent fall to critical, crucial moving averages, formation of a base, and then we look at it. Yeah. LNT, clear cut, no trade zone. Ideally, good place to buy would happen near. So, see, look at this. There was a decent support coming here. There's a running gap, right? Ideally, I wanted to come down all the way to 2147 before I can go long. Hind Petro Chirag I already covered. I said no, not right now. The chart between Navin Fluorine and Hind Petro, Navin Fluorine looks worse than Hind Petro. Hind Petro, I have shown that it has to consolidate there for some time now. There are 2 or 3 members who got stuck in Hind Petro and Navin Fluorine, right? We clearly said 30% of the option price, please exit. Navin, right, has given more than 2x movement. Hind Petro also gave more than 40% movement. So we had analyzed the chart. Hind Petro is trading near its resistance. You will get a small dip here, and then if it's an SMT, it will again go up beyond 261 for the targets of 270, 278. ये किसका स्टॉक ऑप्शन का है, बैंक निफ्टी का? अरमान फाइनेंशियल सर्विस, रेंज बाउंड कंसोलिडेशन अरमान का. देर इज नो ट्रेड ईयर. इफ यू आर होल्डिंग यू हैव टू वेट फॉर 1487 टू बी टेकन आउट. बट ये वापस है ना, इसने इंड्यूसमेंट किया है. ये इसने देखो यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चर एक स्वीप किया, ठीक है, लिक्विडिटी बनाया, इसने यहाँ पे इंड्यूसमेंट कर दिया. मेरे लिए कायदे से ये अगर ये शॉर्ट बन रहा है मेरे लिए, मैं लॉन्ग नहीं दिख रहा है इसमें. बैंक निफ्टी यू हैव टू लुक एट डेल्टा थीटा गामा प्रावा. नॉट गामा, लुक एट 0.48 डेल्टा ATM. इट विल गिव यू, गामा स्पाइक्स होते रहते हैं. Delta and theta is nothing but your time decay, and delta is against the in the direction, against the direction, right? It keeps decaying. Okay, let's try and see if there is a trade which we are getting. LNT, I will look at it. LNT Financial Holding. Any stock which is left right now that you guys had given? I think I have covered most of them. Good. This one, right? At the highs it is consolidating, but above 100, right, this will give a good move. This can give a good move till 113. If you draw a trend line, right, so this has come in my scanner also couple of times. This has come in my scanner a couple of times. Now if you see, right, this is actually broken out. I am waiting for a buy near 80-82, right? It's not come to those levels, but ideally इसका target 113 and 124 है ऊपर. नीचे अगर आता है तो DLF I will pick up quickly. Realty I had talked about, Satish ji. DLF now if you see, right, DLF is bullish. So DLF मैंने actually कुछ टाइम पहले भी बोला था. DLF ओबेरॉय मेरे लिए टच एंड गो था. गोदरेज प्रॉपर्टीज एंड DLF मैंने कहा था ये लॉन्ग ही जाएगा. इनफैक्ट इसने अपने प्रायर हाइज को तोड़ा है. अभी कोई नया एंट्री नहीं है. आप इसको अगर आपने होल्ड किया है नीचे से तो आप 450 का ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस लगा के बैठ सकते हैं इसमें. इसका टारगेट बहुत ही अच्छा है. इसका टारगेट जितना मुझे याद है ये 500s में जा रहा है. सो इफ़ यू सी राइट, इसका नेक्स्ट ये लॉजिकल रेजिस्टेंस इसका नेक्स्ट इधर है 524 530 के पास, ठीक है. So guys, again now Axis ICICI going together, HDFC is not pulling the weight. If you see right, if you see the call option also right is not giving any major movement. Put option, I wanted to see a close below 214, sweep कर रहा है, close नहीं दे रहा है. More or less मेरा put भी शायद trigger नहीं होगा end of day तक. नहीं होगा तो I am okay. I would not look at doing anything there. लास्ट 10-15 मिनट्स में ना आफ्टर 315 बिलो 44090 ये कैंडल की नहीं 082 राइट, यू विल गेट अ डिसेंट शॉट अगेन राइट. नाउ व्हेन इट हैपेंस विल हैव टू सी, बट इट इज डेफिनेटली नॉट लॉन्ग गाइज, डोंट गेट मिस्टेकन एंड थिंक दिस इज अ लॉन्ग. इसमें लॉन्ग नहीं है अभी, ये गिरेगा ही गिरेगा. मेट्रोपोलिस आई विल क्विकली पिक. Just give me some time, Ankur. I'm trying to see if we get a trade that people can take, another trade which they can take live with me, right? Guys, again, I said don't get trapped on the long side. I hope nobody is trapped on the long side. I would recommend again buying 44,000 P around 225 to 230. If I get it, I will again buy. Do you gold INR at a, yeah, gold INR I don't see, Jigarji. I'm looking XAU USD, right? It is showing decent move. Guys, important thing, right? When you're getting in, say whatever I have learned by making losses in my session, right? I'm trying to ensure I'm giving you guys a very summarized version, a version which will help you guys analyze the things in a more wholesome manner, right? Because these are the things that I learned very hard way, right? In my early trading career, when I was taking trades, when I was making mistakes, when I was doing a lot of wrong trades, right? Through that, right, I have developed a method and a process which has now made me consistent and gives me decent returns, right? The idea is whatever the path that I went through, right? Now there was a kacha road earlier. Now because some of us have walked together, right? Now it's a road which others can walk and kind of breeze through. So when we were going, there were jungles and weeds. We took a lot of time to navigate that road. You guys don't need that same time. The idea of any live session that you guys join, any mentorship, any program that you join, right, is not to make profit immediately, but is to learn how to shorten your learning curve basis the experience that the other person had from the market. It's to imbibe all the experience from him, right? Now I kept on saying here, don't take a long, it will fall. The result is in front of you. Here again I said I am still, my mind is saying it will again fall, and the reason for fall was logically, right? HDFC and Axis were not, ICICI were not together. ICICI and Axis went up, but these candle highs were not taken out. The result is right in front of you. What are you seeing? One 15-minute candle is erasing all the gains which were done in 2 or 3 candles earlier, right? This is the experience that you get, right? Once you are in the market for a long time, you are observing it. I have not traded at 44,150, but I had traded this same patterns at 32,150 before budget, when I saw exhaustion just before COVID budget had come, right? Same chart pattern was happening from December to January. People who were there along with me in stock Phoenix know this very well. मेरे कुछ कुछ दिन एसएल गए थे, कुछ कुछ दिन बड़ा प्रॉफिट आया था, बट आई वाज ऑलवेज सेइंग कि डाइवर्जेंस दिख रहा है, डाइवर्जेंस दिख रहा है, एग्जॉशन दिख रहा है. धड़ाम करके 12-13 हज़ार पॉइंट का फॉल आया था उसमें. सो तब मेरा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं था वो पॉइंट्स कैप्चर करने का। अब जब होगा तो मैं ये पॉइंट्स कैप्चर करूँगा। अब ज़रूरत नहीं है कोविड से आए, कहीं और चीज़ से आए। कैन यू एक्सप्लेन द टाइम रिमेनिंग और टोटल कैंडल टाइम आफ्टर वाइल टाइमिंग द ओके टिपिकली आई लुक एट टेकिंग अ ट्रेड ओनली आफ्टर अ कैंडल क्लोजिंग। Price action on Symphony is not good, Ashutosh. I would recommend not to buy it right now. Just wait. Thanks, Dushin. Harsha, we can identify exhaustion by actually, if you see this, right, market is actually not. So when market is taking out the all-time highs, no, it should be on steroids. Market is not on steroids, no volume at the highs, right? Continuous profit booking. Okay, guys, this trade had got triggered. Was anyone able to enter here? Okay, my trade has got triggered here. Huh? I will try to exit it near VWAP and will hold it for the higher levels. Chindal still, Chirag, I will look at it. I just want to ensure this live trade which has got triggered, right? Why exited at 240, Lakshmi? It's a clean trade, right? You at least wait for a resistance. The prior swing high is near the VWAP. We wait and we see if we are getting the trade to. Okay, this candle, if it closes below VWAP and there is a immediate support to this option price of 44,000, see if it closes this, right, this option can rocket upside to the levels that I mentioned. The levels are 200 and 305, 320. As I had mentioned, uh, invincibles, I am right now on a different screen, right? I am not able to share it, but I will gradually start sharing it. I don't want to do it because my positions are 36, 70 to 108, right? I am giving live trades to you. You can take it if you feel convinced, good. If you don't feel convinced, go ahead and join some other place where you can get a decent learning, right? I am not here to show my PNL. If I would have shown my PNL, right, I have shown it in the past in many groups. People are aware of it. If I would start showing PNL, it will unnecessarily attract a lot of negativity. A lot of people will come here for the money. I don't want people to come for money, right? I am very clear about it. I have not been sharing any PNL for last good number of years because I don't want people to join for money. I want people to join for learning and earning through the market. That perspective is clear, right? I am giving you live trades. If you are okay, you can take the live trade. If you feel you cannot take the live trade, that is also okay. You can then join somewhere where you feel it is completely aligned with you. Yeah, there is no compulsion, guys. There are many channels which are showing profit screenshots. There are many channels, right? There is a student of one of my mentor who shows profit screenshot. She is able to, yeah, it's okay. As in, see, I am not disturbed with it. It's fine. See, again, that is his view. I am completely fine with it. No, it's okay. As in, don't troll him. It's okay. That is just his view, right? Which is completely fine. Yeah. So see, again, when we were creating a channel, right, some of the digital marketers approached us, said, can you share these profit screenshots that you are generating? We showed it to him. They gave us example of couple of people who have been garnering 14, 15,000 views on the YouTube videos, right? My point was, am I here for people to say that I am able to make profits? The answer is no. I am here to make people independent, learn and then earn on their own self. I don't, in coming times, right, if you guys are confident, I don't even want you guys to waste your valuable time on any webinars, any live training sessions, because you guys are going to be traders. You're not here to watch someone trade, you are here to trade yourself, right? So idea is to make confident traders, and idea is to not troll people. Idea is to not unnecessarily get into fights, right? That is not what I want to do. This channel has been created for learning, and that is where we have consciously made a decision of not sharing my position size. People who are knowing me, right, they know it fairly well. I generally enter with 36 lots and scale it up to 108, 140 lots, right? Now those profit screenshots look very fancy, but my risk management, my position sizing, my capital is not known. It unnecessarily creates a false expectation at people's end. which makes it difficult for them to digest their 5, 6, 8,000 profit. The problem is on a capital of 50,000, 5,000 is 10% return, which is way more than what a bank will give you in a year. But people don't feel satisfied because they see lakhs and lakhs of profit coming from some of the live channels, right? So again, the perspective is different. My perspective is to not show my profit screenshots. For that, I have done it 2019, 20, 21, 22, right? People who have been following me, they know the kind of profits that I generate. I don't need to show it here. This forum has been only created for learning, right? Our perspective is very clear on that forum where you want to do this profit screenshot sharing. Please ask me. I will come there and I will share it with you. We wait and we see. No, Lakshmi, don't. Okay, Lakshmi, the re-entry point for you would be here, right? 222, because that is where your stop loss will be 202 to 208. Raghavendra sir, 15% in a day is very good, right? And I am happy you are making daily profits, right? There are some forums where people were saying you should quit trading and all those things. I think you should share your PNL, not PNL, just share your green. Last 3-4 days, whatever green, don't need to mention the numbers, right? Just tell that person, dude, I am making green every day. Yes, trading is difficult, but I am gradually learning. Now I have been able to control my losses. Someday I will also be profitable. Yeah. No, Akash, see, if your trade is on, right, you should trail it. So we had entered here. Now fresh entry is not advisable, right? Your fresh entry is only advisable at 224 with a stop loss of less than 210, right? Don't enter fresh if you did not enter then. That entry we were hoping that it will touch VWAP, it did not, it has come down. I am still holding, but it is still in profit. Now don't make a fresh entry because market has to go from one support to another support, from one resistance to another resistance, right? Guys, be very conservative in taking entries. Don't be aggressive in taking entries. See, before you are entering, right, we are analyzing everything, right? We are analyzing here. So if you see, ideally in the flow, right, the reason why I was hoping that the VWAP will get taken away in the put was this support, right, had to be taken out. This support at 44014 had to be taken out. Why? Because we are already at 44050, right? This is a earlier what was resistance now becomes support because that resistance has been taken out and there is a closing here, right, above that resistance. Market actually, if you see, no, has sustained, market has actually sustained for more than, see, look at this, right, it has sustained since 1145, from 1145 to nearly 245, right? So there is a 3 hour sustenance of that level. There is a 3 hour sustain. Can you do a separate video for Fin Nifty expiry? I will do. Fin Nifty expiry tomorrow when I will trade live, I will only trade expiry, right? So now when market is sustained for 3 hours, right? Lakshmi, you mean Bank Nifty, Fin Nifty and Nifty? Generally what I am doing is along with Bank Nifty, I am clubbing Fin Nifty. Again, I will try and start with Fin Nifty and move on to Bank Nifty if it makes it easy for everyone, राइट. आई डोंट वांट टू क्रिएट 3 वीडियोस बिकॉज फिन निफ्टी में ना लिक्विडिटी है नहीं अभी. सो फिन निफ्टी का अलग से मैं करूँगा ना तो जनरली सिर्फ मंडे एंड ट्यूसडे को होगा. तो उससे क्या होगा, नंबर्स टैगिंग वो डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा. उसके लिए आई एम नॉट डूइंग इट. या सो आई ट्राई एंड स्टार्ट विथ फिन निफ्टी एंड आई प्रोसीड टू बैंक निफ्टी इन today's analysis video. So यहाँ पे ना if you see market has sustained for 3 hours above. Now given the market has sustained here above for 3 hours, right, this move is taking a support, creating a हायर लोज ईयर, राइट. अब जब तक ये लो नहीं निकलता है ना आपका ये टारगेट नहीं आएगा. एंड ये जो 43050 से 44050 से 43950 का जोन है, दिस इज़ अ जोन वेयर यू विल गेट अ lot of support coming in from people who have missed entering the rally in the morning, right. तभी यहाँ पे पुट का बाइंग आपका बहुत ही क्रिस्प होना है. आप अगर गलत एंट्री करेंगे ना यहाँ पे आपका स्टॉप लॉस बार बार जाएगा, right. Now if this candle doesn't close above 261, I would prefer exiting this trade at a small profit. I would not make big profit, but I would exit this profit because I am seeing a possibility. देखो ये VWAP के नीचे क्लोज कर ही नहीं रहा है ये। अगर यहाँ पे आप देखोगे ना 5 मिनट्स में ये VWAP पे ना बार बार सपोर्ट ले रहा है। आइडियली इसको VWAP के नीचे क्लोज करना चाहिए था एंड ये लूज को भी निकालना चाहिए था, ये कर नहीं रहा है। तो अभी अगर ये नहीं करता है, यहाँ पे ऊपर नहीं जाता है, तो मेरा एक सपोर्ट से नेक्स्ट सपोर्ट पे जाना इम्पॉसिबल है बैंक निफ्टी स्पॉट के लिए। उसका मतलब मेरा पी का प्राइस बढ़ेगा नहीं। ठीक है guys, are you understanding the logic through which I am taking trades, or is it still not? Okay, it has to close above 262 for us, and this one has to break 224. Right? So if we have entered at the right place, we are still in profit, we are not in loss. This gives us, along with the right risk management, right, where I am only risking 5-10% of my profit, I would be able to hold on to these trades for longer, right? I would not be in a panic to enter and exit early. Yeah, it's 315. This support of VWAP it is taking. Again, whoever entered the trade at the closure of this candle, right, in 3 minutes by 15:18, right, we will see and we will exit this trade at a small profit. Again, important thing is we are not entering on the wrong side. We have still made small profit. We have not made a loss, right? We have not made a loss. More than money, I would want you guys to focus on learning the setups, spending your time wisely. The idea of doing a live trade with you guys is to ensure that you guys are also able to follow and understand the concepts. Yeah. You're getting confused a lot. Arsha, what I've um, share with the support group, right? What exactly are the areas where you're getting confused? Let's see if we can tackle it while doing one of the live sessions. Yeah. What we can do, we have some time, right? 5-10 minutes. Are there any stocks that people wanted me to pick up? There was a live trade which was a possibility then, so I had picked it up. Any stocks? No, Dushant, again, it's okay. There is no need for sharing PNL and all those things, right? Again, the perspective is very, very clear, guys. We are not here to lure people through PNL and all those things, right? My personal groups, I think there are people who are there from my personal groups. They are aware of my position sizing, entry, exit. Many times I've shared my ledgers, seconds in which I exit the trade, right? So I don't want to get into that business. It's very easy if I just share my PNL screenshots every day, right? Profit screenshots. I do forex as well as I do forex over a funded account. I do forex. I do commodities, and I also do equity, right? It's very easy for me to just share profit screenshots and lure people. We don't want to do that. We want to genuinely teach people setups, want to make them independent. Idea of doing a live session is not to show how good. See again, I am a trader, I will trade irrespective of what happens, right? I want people to have that confidence to first arrive at a process and independently trade their setups. Idea is not to show how good probably me or Mahesh or Preetham are, right? The idea is to actually get confidence in people, retail trading community, that yes, technical analysis works, price action works. If you are able to clearly identify a direction, if you are able to follow step by step process, right, in a day you will get 2 to 3 right entries, and if your stop loss hits, it will be, your loss is capped at 2 to 3%. That is the only idea of doing these sessions. The idea of doing these sessions, if you see, I have personally never shared my PNL with this group. I have never shared it, and the reason is very simple, because it will unnecessarily create false expectations amongst people, right? So I don't want to do it. It's a big group, right? Small group of 15-20 people, they understand, they also have seen me go through a lot of hardship, so it's easier for them to understand the output that we get it, right? So just relax, forget, and again come with a clear mindset of learning this one. If you have made loss also, right, just take that loss out of your mindset, arrive at a process, 4-step process that I always advocate, right? Create your setup, have a setup, right? That is the first thing. Have discipline to enter and exit on that setup, right? Third thing, again, look at your, always do the wholesome analysis, right? So have the patience to do the wholesome analysis and only enter and exit on the setup. So when I say wholesome analysis, start with the spot chart, right? Then if you are getting confused, look at future and option and chain analysis. Once you have done those two things, right, then you look at your component chart. Component chart will give you a clue, and after that component chart, we need option price also to tell us where to enter, where to exit. That's a part which no one explains, right, in their trading. They don't explain it, and that is where sometimes what happens, we tend to enter a trade which is forceful, and there is no appropriate risk management there, which tends to get us into loss making positions, right? So, or a higher stop loss. So I want you guys to also focus there and reduce your stop losses by looking at a option chart to make a right entry, and to ensure your stop losses are minimized, right? Patience also comes in determining the position sizing, controlling your mind to not take more than 2% of your capital as risk, and once you have made profit in the morning, to ensure that you are taking back that money home, right? um, Last bit is journal, so that you have a feedback loop and you can refine your setup and take it, right? Now there are 3 stocks. Techem, Jaydeep, we are bullish. Jay, right? We are bullish on Techem. uh, Techem and Coforge, right? Coforge has not performed, and I kind of admitted it in my Nifty analysis yesterday. But mid cap IT stocks, we are expecting a blast any point of time, right? Techem has given good movement today, but in my opinion, Techem is also gonna ride. I am just waiting for a rally in Nasdaq. If Nasdaq rallies between today and tomorrow, you will see a good movement upside. You will see a good movement upside, right? Techem actually has consolidated well. Once it gives you a closing, so tomorrow, don't carry anything today. Tomorrow, for tomorrow, no, above 1069 in 15 minutes, if it gives you closing, you will get a rally right up to 1100 in Techem. Not in the same day, it would be a swing trade. Just manage it in cash or take a stock option with a right strike price, right? Manju, Infi, I will come back. Wait, I'll just look at LIC Housing Finance. LIC Housing Finance yesterday was in my radar, but I did not give it because I saw other stocks were better. LIC Housing Finance, no, it's a good consolidation. I want a dip here, right? I am ideally looking at a dip till 362 to enter long. The reason why I'm saying that is, if you see, right, it gave a good correction, it's taken a support, right? Now till here market was not bullish. The moment it started closing above 370, this is a voluminous selling, right? This is a resistance. ये जगह पे ना LIC हाउसिंग फाइनेंस अगर कंसोलिडेट करते हैं over next 4 to 5 days, I am looking at a decent move upside, right? This will be a good stock from a swing trading standpoint. अगर यहाँ पे कंसोलिडेट करते हैं, एक डिप देता है टुवर्ड्स 362, इस रेंज में ना आपका स्टॉप लॉस कम होगा, आपका टारगेट है ना नियरली 20-25% होगा, 430 तक जा सकते हैं ये, ठीक है। भारती आई विल क्विकली पिकअप। भारती हैज़ बीन स्लगिश ऑफ लेट, सो ये अगर आप देखेंगे ना, भारती में एक बहुत ही हैवॉक पैटर्न क्रिएट हो रहा है, ठीक है। ये स्वीप गलत बना, यहाँ पे अगर देखेंगे ना, ये पूरा नो ट्रेडिंग जोन बन गया है। कायदे से इसने अपने स्विंग का इंड्यूसमेंट दिया, लिक्विडिटी बनाया, बट ये चॉपी पैटर्न है। अगर अब ये इसमें ना कोई भी लॉन्ग नहीं बन रहा है फॉर अ सिंपल रीज़न, सी आई टेल यू, ये क्लोज अगर 0.5 के ऊपर भी करे ना, ये जो बड़ा मारू बोजू कैंडल बना है ना, ये 808 तक सेफ नहीं है भारती। मुझे 808 के ऊपर जब तक क्लोज नहीं करता ना, सेफ नहीं लग रहा है। आइडियली मैं इसमें अगर जाऊंगा भी ना, तो मैं इसको 813.5 के ऊपर ही लूँगा। वेरी स्मॉल क्वांटिटी इन कैश मार्केट, आई विल बाई इट अबाउट 813.5, राइट। आई विल वेट फॉर फुल 61% पुल बैक फ्रॉम द बॉटम एंड देन ओनली टेक इट, बिकॉज यहाँ पे ना इसमें बहुत सारे रेजिस्टेंसेज हैं। अगर आप देखेंगे ना, ये बहुत ही स्क्रैची पैटर्न बना है, इसमें आपको लॉन्ग अच्छा नहीं मिलेगा, राइट। आई विल लुक एट इन्फी। इन्फी वी हैड गिवन अर्लियर इंट्राडे स्टैंड पॉइंट से, इट गेव अस अ गुड मूवमेंट, right? Since then it is again consolidating. Infi now will consolidate. It's gonna be there in a long term consolidation pattern, which is good for this stock, क्योंकि इसने बड़े टाइम के बाद अपना लोज निकाला है, ठीक है। ये एरिया में ना इन्फी इज एट अ सपोर्ट। अगर ये वापस 1190 पे आता है तो आपका स्टॉप लॉस कम हो जाएगा, आप लॉन्ग एंटर कर सकते हैं। बट अगर यहाँ पे कंटिन्यूस कंसोलिडेट करते हैं, वेट फॉर 1290 एंड देन यू कैन टेक इट। Jubilant Food CE, right? Jubilant Food CE, can we carry or not? Wait. It's a BTST trade which has been given. So again guys, only, yeah, Forex is more disciplined, follows more technical analysis. The only problem with Forex is, Shubham, there are certain events, right, which actually trigger big movement there, right? So avoid if you are not comfortable trading those events, and हर दिन almost हर दिन होते हैं। जुबिलेंट फूड इज़ अ ट्रेड फ्रॉम बॉटम सेटअप, राइट। ये क्लोजिंग इसके ऊपर दे रहा है 470 के ऊपर। वी आर टारगेटिंग 520 गाइज। ओनली कैरी इट आउट ऑफ 10% ऑफ योर प्रॉफिट, नॉट अदरवाइज गाइज। don't carry it otherwise. It's a trade from bottom setup. It has taken a support at this level, it has gone up, it has taken out the highs, it's consolidating above the higher levels. That is where we have picked it up, but we are carrying it out of 10% of our profit, not out of our capital. So don't enter. The other things, right, we had less than 5 stock options position open now. Coforge is one which is open, Exide is another one. Now we have added Jubilant Food, otherwise we have closed most of our positions in profit or in 30% profit जब ट्रेलिंग किया था तभी, ठीक है। सो नाउ वी हैव ओपन दिस पोजीशन, इफ इट क्लोजेज अबव 475 और इफ इट ओपन्स गैप अप, इट विल गिव यू अ गुड मूव अपसाइड। यहाँ पे पहले जैसे, ओके नीले सर, फॉरेक्स रूल्स में सब फॉरेक्स में सब रूल्स फॉलो होते हैं और डिसिप्लिन रहता है, बट यहाँ पे पहले जैसे ही मिस्टेक हो रही है, ओवर पोजीशन, don't enter over position, so try to cut down. So the problem is there, so good thing is there is no leverage, right? So Shubham, try and you don't have a leverage, so there is no reason why in bank nifty or nifty you should be taking over positions. आप अपना stop loss, see your loss that you can take, right, is what you should focus on. उससे आप focus करोगे rather than leverage ना, leverage or no leverage, you will make handsome profits there. Yeah, good. I hope for everyone, right, the session was useful, right? Again guys, important thing is learn. On our analysis videos also we are giving similar things, right? My messages are fairly consistent, my setups are very boring, my sessions also focus on limited things, but things which are effective in making profit. ठीक है. So if you see, right, I always focus. In fact, my messages are fairly consistent. When I said, right, I'm not interested in going long now, my longs are all but out. I was waiting for a short, right? I was waiting for a short. Once it touched the VWAP and once it came and retested 225 again, said I don't want it to close below 214. That was the lows of the day, right? Once a sweep happened there, I again said about 230, 235, you will get a long here. It has to again retest VWAP, and if it closes above, right, and this CE closes below VWAP, you have a trade for a long. So look at the chart. This chart, right, determines a lot of your, the reason why we tend to get anxious is we don't do a proper analysis before entering a trade. Now यहाँ पे why did I have to exit my trade? Not in much profit, but I was definitely in small profit, not in loss, क्योंकि ये जो support है ना उसके नीचे close नहीं कर रहा है. ठीक है. Same thing component charts, if you look at it, right, components tell you a story. So spot tells you a story, that same story has to be told by components, that same story has to be told by your CEP चार्ट. तीनों में जब अलाइनमेंट आता है, आप ट्रेड ले लो, आपके ट्रेड में चांसेस ऑफ फेलियर आर बेरली 20-25%. अगर होता है तो मार्केट इज सुप्रीम. दे वांटेड टू टेक आउट योर 0.8 to 1% प्रॉफिट. इट्स ओके, गिव इट बैक टू देम. हर जगह पे लड़ना नहीं है, हमको सिर्फ उतना ही लड़ना है जितना हमारा ये है. बस वही रिस्क मैनेजमेंट समझ के अगर आप ट्रेड करोगे ना, यू विल नेवर गो इन लॉस इन योर लाइफ. ठीक है guys. Any other thing? It was a good session. Personally, I could take 2 trades, did not make big profit, but still I added 1%, right, of my initial capital, because I had deployed 10%. एक में तो 1:1 नियरली मिला, दूसरे में भी मुझे 1:0.5 मिला. आइडियली जितना चाहिए था उतना नहीं मिला, बट ठीक है, आई मेड 30-35 points while trading live with you guys. Importantly, the view, right, and how I analyze the market, I could explain it to you through this forum, and I hope many of you guys are understanding. If not making profits, you are not making your losses in the trade. And importantly, right, from a person who has experienced Bank Nifty options trading through various cycles of losses and profits, you are able to get a person's perspective in terms of how he is looking at the market at various points of time. I want to do these sessions in evening, as in the last session. I would gradually do it. I would try and mix and match it with the morning and afternoon setup. Morning setup is very volatile, but it's easier to make big profit because morning setup में you are trading against amateurs. Evening setup is very difficult because volatile भी होता है. Right गया तो आपको बड़ा पैसा देगा, लेकिन wrong गया तो बहुत फट से पैसा ले लेता है. And afternoon session is the easiest. So I've done afternoon session with you. I've done evening as in the closing session with you. I will try and do a morning session with you at some point of time, so that you also get experience in trading in volatile markets. My only request to all of you guys would be, do not trade with big positions. My trade are generally right 68, 70, 80% times. Beyond that they also become wrong. I don't want you to overextend your position in a losing trade. जितना आप हमेशा एक साइड में लेते हो ना, उतना ही लो. मॉर्निंग सेशंस आर वोलेटाइल. 25-30 पॉइंट जल्दी से जाते हैं, 100-150 पॉइंट जल्दी से आते हैं. बट यू आर ट्रेडिंग अगेंस्ट एमेच्योर्स, तो मज़ा आता है ट्रेड करने का. जब आप फुल्ली प्रोफेशनल ट्रेडिंग करने लगोगे ना, तो वो एक सेटअप आपको बहुत ज़्यादा काम आएगा. ठीक है. एंड आपका दिन है ना 10:30-11 बजे तक ख़त्म हो जाएगा. ट्रस्ट मी, मार्क माई वर्ड्स, बेस्ट ट्रेडर्स राइट इन बैंक निफ्टी आर ऑल मॉर्निंग ट्रेडर्स. ठीक है. दे आर ऑल मॉर्निंग ट्रेडर्स. दे लर्न टू पैक देयर बैग्स बाय 10-15. उसके बाद तो सिर्फ प्रॉफिट्स ऐड होते हैं. ठीक है. कूल. थैंक यू गाइज. थैंक्स संजय. थैंक्स दुष्यंत. Learning, if you guys are getting right, I am happy. Right, I have traded Bank Nifty. I used to trade Bank Nifty even in SP. So I understand that instrument has got very limited good coaches or teachers who can teach that instrument. Setups ही नहीं है and बहुत volatile है. ठीक है. Cool. Thanks guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for giving your valuable time. I hope I was able to add value to you guys. Right, we'll meet again. Just watch out for a daily live analysis video. We did 3 trades. 1 trade was a super success. 2 trades were okay, as in nothing great, but at least it did not give loss. It helped me save from a loss and it gave me 1% profit. I am happy with the day. Right. Metropolis I will try and cover in the Nifty analysis video. I have not been able to cover it now. I said to the person who raised the question that we have already covered it earlier, but let me have a look at it in the Nifty analysis video. Yeah, sure. God bless you guys. Take care. Hope you guys enjoyed the session. Right? Send us your feedback on the support ID. We'll try and see if something else needs to get incorporated. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys.